Welcome back to the Gfinity Arena. Chris Puckett bringing you match number 2, and I am joined by two very special guests. We got Marky B up in the building. How you feeling today, Marky B?
I'm feeling all right. I mean, obviously, a bit disappointed from yesterday's result, but I'm looking forward to some intense matches today.
What were some of your expectations for Vitality Storm? I know you guys went all the way Game 5, Round 11 against OpTic Nation.
To be honest, we didn't really have any expectations. Like, we're a pickup team. Well, potentially a real team, but like we've had like 2 days practice. It could have either went really good or really bad. Like if you've seen against Envy, it didn't really go so well.
Right.
Against ON, it was a bit closer, but it's just one of those things that can go either way, and it obviously didn't go for us this weekend.
Well, we are going to see OpTic Nation now. They took your spot in the bracket, and they're going to be facing off against Denial now. Mud Dog, we were ranking the teams yesterday. We said OpTic Gaming still maybe number 1 performance-wise. You had Denial right there at number 2. Why are you so high on Denial right now?
You know, again, Clay's just been playing out of his mind. At ESWC at a 1.33 KD, I think it was. And Attach has really stepped up his slaying this event. At ESWC, he struggled, and I think he's kind of the X factor for Denial. You're going to get consistent results out of Clay, JCap, and replays, but Attach is kind of the wild card there.
Now, Marky B, when we take a look at this OpTic Nation team, talk to me a little bit about these guys. When you faced off against them, when they were playing well, what were their strengths?
I personally felt that Miracles was their like main threat, like the player that's going to be like the main slayer for the team. He's going to be the guy that's going to be the game changer sort of player. Aquila was the more annoying objective player. I felt like he was really frustrating to play against at times. Ricky, really slow, passive AR. And he's the player that's able to pick up these like sort of like important kills around the back, holding the flanks, or the guy that's covering the uplink ball holder and stuff like that. And then you've obviously got the final player, which is Embos, who's the guy that clutched up yesterday at 5-5 and made the all-important kill on Josh to win the match there. So I mean, they're a good team across the board.
Something we were pointing out yesterday was that Embos was constantly on the flank. It didn't matter what game mode. He was always behind enemy lines. I think Denial needs to be aware of that. I think Clayster actually was casting that match, so he's going to be watching these guys pretty closely, aware of what's going down. But before we get into the game, let's take a look at how we got here. If you're just joining us here on Championship Sunday, we started off with 2 days of group play. We are now down to our final 7 teams from the original 16. You see Prophecy already locked in a spot there in the semifinals. We'll find out who will they be playing. Is it Denial or is it OpTic Nation? A little bit later, we're going to see Envious versus TCM here on our main stage, followed by OpTic Gaming versus Aware. So still just second of our 4 quarterfinal matches underway now. And we should introduce you to our rosters. We talked a little bit about both of these squads. Let's talk about Denial first here, guys. We talked about Clay. He was the MVP from the World Championship. Attach, very similar performance. You could argue for both of those guys to be MVPs. And JCap, really doing a solid role of filling in not only as the 3rd Slayer on this squad, but also really supporting replays in the objective. He's kind of that flex man who's getting everything done. But talk to me specifically about replays, Marky B. I know you've played the objective role on some of your previous squads. What does replays bring to the squad in that position?
Well, he's going to be the player that's selfless. He's always going to play for the W. Obviously, you've got Clayster, you see, as soon as he gets the ball up, like, throws it straight to replays or Attach or JCap. Like, replays is the main focus objective player, and he just, that allows the team to, like, sort of, allows Clay to slay around him. And that's a really big importance into how they've been so successful recently. Like, the objective player is, like, sort of underrated in Call of Duty a lot of the time. As I mean, like, OpTic don't really have, like, a main objective player at this point in time, but I think that Denial like really utilized that objective role to their advantage.
Denial definitely the stronger slaying squad when you compare the two. Replays, very strong objective, but you have some great objective players on their opposing team, OpTic Nation. Now, for me, the question is who can focus on getting the kills to keep up? Mud Dog, who do you think those players will be on this squad?
You know, we really need to look at Ricky playing that slow AR role. He's going to pick up a lot of those kills at long distance, but as Marky B said, Miracles here is the X factor for OpTic Nation. He's a very explosive player, and if he can have one of those 40-bomb games, I think it'll really give OpTic Nation a chance to pull out the victory.
Online, we've seen Killa drop some big numbers. Marky B, going up against Denial, do you think he can focus more on the slaying role, or is he purely going to be playing the same objective role as replays?
I'd like to see him play the objective. I don't think he can keep up the slaying of the likes of Clay, and I don't think he has the ability to do so. So I'd like to see him play more of an objective focus role, try and get the W at the end of the day.
Ricky has been playing very selfless this tournament. I want to see him play selfish because you have to if you're going to compete with the ARs from this Denial squad. You got to put up numbers to keep up with Attach and Clayster. Someone needs to help Miracles out. We saw Embo's having some great games, but again, it's been mostly on the flank. It's been kind of getting those cleanup kills when the other teammates are distracting. I think they need to meet power with power of their own. The question is, can OpTic Nation get it done? Boys, we were talking a little bit during the commercial break of what we think is going to happen. Twitter let me know already what they think is going to happen. They said clear 3-0 for Denial. Mud Dog, do you agree with that statement?
Yes, 100%. I definitely think Denial is going to 3-0 them, and I think most of the maps are going to be a blowout.
Marky B, do you think it's possible?
I think it's probably going to be a 3-0. Obviously, you can never predict Call of Duty. I mean, you never know. Killer might come out and get a 50 bomb first map, but who knows? Like, I honestly think it's going to be a 3-0, to be honest.
Killa's got the gamer gloves, and these players, of course, traveling from all over the U.S. for their European tour. Denial's been here for a week, and Clayster has been traveling not only throughout Europe, but throughout the Call of Duty competitive scene from team to team. He's always been a key player. Let's take a look at some of his past.
My name is James Eubanks, otherwise known as Clayster Online. Getting dropped from OpTic was actually a pretty rough time in my COD career. I've been working my entire Call of Duty lifespan, and to get dropped from them, it was kind of like a dagger to the heart. Getting dropped from OpTic motivated me a ton. I went to Envious directly after, and we didn't have the best placings, but I've been putting in the time in Advanced Warfare consistently. I've been playing 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week since the game came out. And it just kind of fueled the fire again. You kind of get complacent beyond OpTic Gaming because you kind of have all the stream views, you have all the YouTube views. So your focus isn't really, getting first place in the tournament. If you get 4th or 5th, you're like, oh, well, it's okay, I'll go back and stream and make that money back next week. So it kind of like when you get dropped from OpTic, it kind of like makes you realize, like, oh wait, I have to like kind of put my effort into winning tournaments again rather than just being an entertainer. So the rivalry between us and OpTic Gaming is in full force now. As I said, we've been at 4 of the 4 finals of tournaments, and 3 out of 4 of them we've played OpTic Gaming in them. We're actually 1 to 3 series account against them, and it keeps getting closer and closer every time we play. I feel like it's a heavyweight bout. We're going to have these fights basically every tournament from here on out for the rest of the year. We're both really great teams, and it's really fun playing against them. I think they think the same of us. We respect these guys. All these people have been playing forever. Formal came from Halo, but he's still an FPS gamer. And, it's just a crazy rivalry and how talented both these teams are. And it's going to be an exciting matchup for the rest of the year.
All right, so that was Clayster talking a little bit about the OpTic Gaming rivalry, his past with a few other teams. And he mentioned yesterday that he hoped they were going to draw OpTic Gaming before the finals. They played OpTic Gaming before the finals back at Champs, able to beat them, as he mentioned there. He said in the grand finals, though, OpTic always causes them problems. We saw that happen at ESWC, but they do have a chance to get a little bit of redemption here against OpTic's sister team, OpTic Nation. The match is ready right now. Let's send it down to the floor with our casters.
Thank you, Chris. I'm here with Courage. Now, Jack.
Oh, God.
I want you to name one thing for me more beautiful than the bright blue eyes of Chris Puckett.
Well,
those things are piercing.
Killa's six-pack that he was showing off before when the camera was on.
A little bit of belly button there in the freak shot. That was interesting. But we are getting ready to kick it off with our second quarterfinal here, Championship Sunday at the Gfinity COD Spring Masters. And this one, I picked my dark horse that we had to pick before with casters. I couldn't decide between Owen and Prophecy. For whatever reason, I decided to go with Owen. I think they're going to run into a wall here, though. I do. Denial's too strong of a team, I think. This is going to be a very difficult one for them. But miracles do happen.
Oh, for sure. And you could see both teams
they have
in the
miracles
booth.
On their team?
That was pretty good. I'm just going to act like you didn't say it, but you could see both teams in the booth right there. Honestly, here's what it's going to come down to. OpTic Nation needs to win the Search and Destroys. Clayster was talking to the Pro Lounge before.
They must.
Something about this team that he just can't really catch a break in Search and Destroy up against Miracles and Killa and the squad there on OpTic Nation. But in the respawns, when you have players like Replays playing so selfless like Mud Dog talked about, he can just hold down that objective and Clay slaying around him, Attach, doing what he does best.
Yeah.
It's going to be more than tough for OpTic Nation to take this matchup.
I could agree more. I mean, it comes down to the S&Ds. If they don't win that, they don't have a chance. They have to take game 2. And I believe it was, I think you were there too, we were talking to Clay. It was during Owen's game 5 last night.
Yeah.
We asked who he thought taken. He's like, Owen's going to take it. They're so annoying to play on this particular map. The pre-nades they throw, the pace that they play it. You could hear in his voice, just coming from Clay, that he does not remotely on any planet enjoy playing against Owen and S&D. So I think that's one that they can take. I think they have to take it. They're not – where's the slaying going to come from on ON to keep up with what you have in Denial? Like, who you talked about Miracles. He's so talented. He has the ability. But the problem, okay, my issue with ON, when you talk about any of the top teams, usually you can pick 1 or 2 players that at any point can drop 40 kills if you need it.
Yeah.
Where does that come from on ON?
And here's the issue. Right now we're going to take a look at the maps here. And first map we're going to be seeing Solar Hardpoint. This is one that long sight lines on some of these hills, really the first hard point. This is one that Clayster can easily hold down with the BAL if he gets control of glass. Then going through the rest, Detroit S&D, Biolab, Uplink, Retreat CTF, Search and Destroy on Riot. Great set of maps here we're going to be seeing between these 2 teams. Maven, I got to get your predictions. Map score, who do you think is going to take the series?
I'm going 3-0 Denial.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that was just straight out there.
I said a 3-0. I said a 3-0 for Prophecy. I'm 1 for 1 on the day.
All right.
I feel very smart.
I'm gonna give OpTic Nation 1 map.
Okay.
I'm gonna say they're gonna win map 2.
Take the S&D. All right.
But for real, the only way I see OpTic Nation winning map 1 is that Clay for some reason is cold, which he hasn't been at the last 4 events.
Someone hits him in the right hand with a dart.
Yeah, and he's in a booth, so I don't see any darts flying in there anytime soon. And then also on the other side of things, you got to think about replays. He is a great objective player, but from time to time he'll have a very slow start on some of these maps where he will go into it and just be we've seen numbers like 7-24, 7-25 from him at the start of some games where he's just struggling.
Oh, sensor type numbers.
Yeah, wow, that was a roast out of there too. If he can stay alive in that objective and really just let his team slay around him, that is where Denial.
I can't believe you said that, Courage. That is
yeah, okay.
Wow.
Okay. Oh gosh. Well, here we see the map fly through of Detroit. There is that glass wall. You can expect to see Clayster there with that BAL in hand. Maven, the players are loading into the game. Who do you want to hop on board with off the start?
I'm taking a look at, what is it, 4-3-1. Bose looks to be the one to get into the action here quick. He's going to be the one running the sub. We'll kick things off with him as we are going to start this first hill. You know, we talk about this one. It's pretty back and forth. Don't usually get a ton of time in this. But here we are. Round of applause. Can I get a little noise for OpTic Nation? And for Denial, the Wolfpack.
Ooh. Oh, okay,
all right. We got a green heavy squad here in the building, but you do see Bose able to get an assist there. Miracles is going to pick up the first 2. Going to switch things with Ricky as he's going to be the man that's going to be watching his hard point. Look at the minimap. He's pretty much surrounded. He's about to have people hitting from every side, able to pick up one before he falls. Attached will be your man in the hard point. He's going to be rotating in and out.
One thing to point out is that 2 players from Denial off the start utilized Hardwired instead of Blast Suppressor. They wanted to make sure they would win those early gunfights, not being harmed by those stuns, and sure, it paid off. Attach, spinning around M-Pose there, giving him the treatment. Replays picking up that kill there on Ricky. Already a 17-second lead here for Denial. They are in full control here, Maven.
Attach, I don't even... there's 2 players that have been next to him for the past 15 seconds. He's got shots coming in, able to tag him with that grenade.
Alive?
I have no idea. He's just flying around the map right now, picking up kills. He's on a 5 streak right now. 5-1. Oh, headshot almost comes in there. Not able to pick it up, but we will rotate over to Killer, who's going to be first man into the hill, able to win the original gunfight there. Second player at the back, able to get that nice 2-piece from Killer.
Finally, ON able to chain some kills together. They have the good spawn at top side. What you need to watch out for, the players who can get control of the high side of pipes here. You already see JCap getting up there. He can do a ton of damage with the BAL from this position. Spots 1 player, replays and attach, cleaning up the rest. Denial able to break this hill.
And that was a fantastic job. You know, it took them about 30 seconds, though. So they were able to get a little bit of time there, OpTic Nation. But still, they're trailing by 40 the rest of this time. Most of it, at least, should go to now. But they're going to get 3 down there, actually, as Bose gets a nice 2-piece. Able to break it. Garbage time going to go to them. We'll see the next rotation going to be coming up as Bose able to pick up another kill. He got 3 in the final, 15 seconds of that hard point.
Yeah, now the rotation coming in from Denial. They are in full control with a perfect position. Replays already pushed out towards yellow. You're going to see them utilize the rotation. If Clay falls from the backside, they will have JCap come over and give him assistance. A full wipe there from Denial, able to just completely cut down OpTic Nation. And look at this aggression from
look how far he
Replays.
got pushed out.
He pushes that out. If they get 1 or 2 kills there, they spawn all the way at the back lot, but it is now backfired here as ON is able to get control.
Yeah, if he could have picked up that first kill, he really would have pushed that spawn back like you said, but he is going to drop. It's going to be Killa watching this right side, getting shots in, able to get a couple hit markers. We will drop. That's going to be 2 down there for Nation. Control should be coming to Denial. It's going to be Attach in the hill. He's 8-8 after that hot start where he picked up 5, but he does have 5 captures to his name as well.
You can see right now, really the difference maker so far in this game is Killa and Miracles losing some up close
they're all lining up for
as
Clay.
Clayster gets that easy 3-piece. A miscommunication there from OpTic Nation as they all tried to flood in through one doorway. If they had another player pitch in, they would have been able to make that break happen. But that's a perfect example. Some of those slight miscommunications, that just gave Denial a free extra 15 seconds. They have a 30-second lead here, but ON is in control.
And that Clay, the human turret, able to have massive kills there. You know, you talked about Replays sometimes starting out a little bit slow. He was actually 11-7 just a minute ago, so he's having big slaying numbers, but they are only leading by 20. Still anyone's game, a couple dropping in the hill right now for Denial. Control going to go to OpTic Nation, going to switch things over to Miracles. He's going to be watching his left side. You see 2 going to be pushing up ramp here. He's going to fall. Nate's just flying in. Bo's going to drop as well. Denial going to take control so quickly.
Attach was the single reason why Denial was even able to contest that hard point. He pushed pipe side, killed Killa in that first building, and then got aggressive towards the hill. Now both teams having to contest. Embos finding the kill on Attach, turns around, but Clayster cleans him up with the headshot, and you can see on your minimap 4 players from OpTic Nation spawning at the back warehouse. Not really too sure if I like this push from them. They're trying to stop the aggression coming out of this back parking lot. Clayster getting that scrap time. Denial still up by 25 seconds.
Bose will be the one trying to watch them rotate out to get in the backside of this hill. He got one. He's going to drop top glass. But ON set up pretty nicely for this next hill. Let's see if they can get some time. But that's a big one from Attach. And Cap gets 2. So just like that, I believe when the rotation came, there were 3 inside the hill for ON. It took, what, 10 seconds for Denial to wipe them off the map?
Yeah, and they wound up pushing through. But guys, we're going to go into a Denial listen in here, see how they can hold down this hard point.
He pushed out. Big one, nice. Go. Nice, go. Push. I got pinch. I got the pinch. I'm going for a pinch.
One shot. He's in the right at the tractor. One shot. Get that tractor. Let's go. I got your pinch.
One more. Top 10. Last two top 10. Top 10. Get on hill.
Nice, good job. Let's go pinching.
I spawned out. I spawned behind me. One's behind me. I heard him. Top 3. He shot me on the catwalk.
All right, and we are back. Sorry for the confusion. I think that was a listen in with ON for a bit, but you did see them able to break that. They're trailing, though, right now by just over 30 points. We are going to have the second side of rotations here. Now, Courage, tell me, what do they got to do to come back in this one?
2 things. One is Replays is doing more than he can to hold down the objective. He's staying alive in the hill when he gets there. Other thing to point out, Clayster, 26-14. They have not been able to shut down his bow, and when Attach is picking up 2 pieces like that, there is no way you could beat Denial.
And yeah, Attach, you know, he had a rough, self-proclaimed rough ESWC.
Yeah.
Didn't play up the stuff. You know, he was negative KD for the event. They still managed to get second. Looks like he's turning things around here. Clay, can you be surprised at 27-16?
He just can't be beaten right now. And honestly, this is the strongest he's looked as a player in so long, so comfortable with this Denial lineup. They each have very defined roles, and it is paying off here. Still a 40-second lead. Finally, OpTic Nation getting some scrap time, but really look at your minimap right now, Maven. Embo's doing all he can to stop the spawn control from Denial, but Attach just won that crucial gunfight. And Denial still up by 25 seconds. But I'm going to be honest with you, OpTic Nation is more than in this game.
Oh, yeah, they're totally in. I mean, down, what, 24, and it just seems like the slang. And look at the numbers, too. It's wild, I guess, how close the game is. And this goes to show that slang isn't everything. When there's not a single player positive right now for ON. Every player negative, but they are still very, very much alive as we have under 4 to go.
Love that play from Miracles. He wound up deciding to, instead of pushing through mid-cuts, flank through P1, got the spawn for his team, giving the opportunity for a pinch here from OpTic Nation, but Replay staying alive. Killa finally gets the beatdown. ON in control of the hard point, but more aggression coming from Attach.
And Killa just like using that dead body there to hide. Killa able to take out Attach. One more player going to be pushing from mid. He is going to drop here. They brought it within 20. So many times we've seen them just getting that scrap time, but they were actually able to mount a bit of a roll there throughout this second hard point rotation about to come up.
Denial deciding to give ON these last 10 seconds. So ladies and gentlemen, as we move into the back garage hill, we are going to have an 11-point game between these 2 powerhouse squads. What a treat of a game one here, Maven.
Yeah, but Replays has work to do. He's going to fall. They picked up all the kills. I think we're going to have our first lead change in quite some time. You hear the crowd getting into it. Owen starting to roll back. Killer checking the backside. Able to get one. You see two. Can he get the 30? Is going to fall.
Earlier on, we heard OpTic Nation as they were able to break the warehouse hard point. Now we're going to hop on board to elicit him with Denial to see how they can get it done.
In hill. Back right, let's go, guys.
Last kid.
No, Ricky, big door. Big door.
Help me, big door. I need help with him.
No, top, mirror, grab me with a sub. Mirror tag. Watch big door and small.
Big door, on me. Weak. One shot on me. He's top.
Up top.
Wait. I'm rotating, guys. I'm rotating.
Hold on, wait. I want more push in this. Yeah, big door. Big. Come on, big. Big door, kill me. I'm rotating. I'm one in front of me.
All right, we're back here. We have Clay set up in parking lot. He can do so much damage with this bow at this particular hill. These last two, your quote-unquote money hills. We did not expect ON to be in this game, at least this close, this late. They're leading by 5.
This break from OpTic Nation is so crucial. Denial can hold down all 60 seconds of this hard point with Glacier double jumping on the 8th street. He picks up the 2-piece. One more player going to challenge. That's Miracles playing for his life. Clay able to pick him up.
There's a no.
Can't find the 4th though, but the lead change back in Denial's favor. Attached with another clutch kill. They continue to hold down this back lot hard point.
And just great job using his positioning there. Goes for the double jump. Will get the assist. The players flying in right now. Killer going to be in control. 2 players pushing him. Has teammates in support though. There's one. Can he get a second? He saw the player coming around the corner. I think he saw the one go back band as well, and that's Miracles able to clean it up. They're going to be able to milk this final 15 seconds or so. Now this is key. What do you do here for Denial? Do you rotate to the next hill or do you try? They should not be pushing forward at all.
Denial is grabbing the control of glass wall. They're going to have one player stay in the hill, but one thing they need to look out for. You can see ON already pushing out of the back garage area, so they're going to be able to contest this hill and have a full pinch. These next few kills are so crucial. JCap hopping over Embos. One player challenging. That's Miracles picking up the kill. A 17-second lead here for OpTic Nation with only 40 seconds remaining, Maven.
This is looking good for Nation. They've got to pick some big plays. Is Denial. They've got control. Up 27. Just a couple of seconds, and they're going to take this one, and that's going to be it. OpTic Nation able to take a respawn off of Denial.
All OpTic Nation need to do is hop in this hard point for 1/4 of a second. I think it is still possible for them to tie this game. As you can see here, 15 seconds remaining. They can still make this happen. There's the contest.
I think it's 1 second
That should have been enough. That is enough now as OpTic Nation going to take map number 1. Ricky with the bow in hand, 39-39. If you look, slaying in favor of Denial, but really the difference maker there is that OpTic Nation did a better job of trading and contesting the hard points. They held down that last one at the start. They had the perfect pinch. Really, that was a difference maker for me. JCap wound up falling back, trying to cover that back garage area, but once that first player slipped into catwalk, they were able to pinch the Denial player who was in the hard point, and that was really all she wrote there, Maven.
The big thing for me was I didn't think there was going to be a bow player who's going to keep up with Clay. I didn't think there would be at all, but 40-40 is huge numbers out of Ricky. Incredible stuff there. And everyone, I mean, look at they got outslayed by what? 8-5-13 and take the game by 20, what was it, about 20 points?
Yeah.
But that was, God, incredible stuff there. What did Marky B say? You know, they don't need to worry as much about slaying. You don't want to see Killer trying to put up big numbers. You just wanted to focus on the objective. That's what they did. That's how they take game number 1, and we have one hell of a series now.
Oh, yeah, Marky B said, you know, who knows with this OpTic Nation squad, Killer could drop 50 kills first map. Well, 32-37, not 50 kills, but 11 captures, if I'm not mistaken, to his name. Staying alive there. You can see some of his stats so far from this weekend. A .93 overall KD. But really, the game mode that we're going into next, as many people joke many times, the best S&D player in the world so far this weekend, only a .89 KD in Search and Destroy. But you have to say, OpTic Nation winning map 1, they have the advantage right now in the series, but you know, the fire from Clay.
I think a big advantage, especially going into an S&D.
The fire from Clay, though, going to come out from the Wolfpack.
Yeah, well, and, you know, Clay's that guy that you can see. You know, we saw what Scum put up 17 yesterday. I think the leader in AW before this, I believe it was Clay, dropping 16 at Regionals or Season 1 Championship. But basically, he has the potential to put up huge numbers. He might drop that 15-5 game. He can come out of nowhere, just put up a big one. I think that's what they're going to need to take out Nation in Game 2.
Oh, for sure. Clayster, 42-33 in map number 1. A lot of people say is Clayster carrying this Denial squad? You see it because he just drops such huge numbers.
There's been several Reddit posts with that exact title.
And
basically.
I mean, all these players on Denial are absolutely exceptional, but here's where you need the veteran leadership of this team and these veteran players to really band together, communicate here, play for the trades they know that they can get. And Detroit S&D, our map maven, what do you think the round score is going to be? Who's going to take it?
You know, I said 3-0 Denial. I'm already wrong. But I did pick OpTic Nation as my dark horse. That counts as something. Yeah. But no, I'm going, oh my, 6-4 OpTic Nation.
Wow. So you're saying they're going to get a 2-0
So
lead?
I just went back on everything.
Oh, yeah, you're not even making sense anymore.
No, that's fine.
All right.
The elderly get away with whatever they want.
That is true. That is true. The sleeping in the players' lounge is one. That's a big one.
There were so many pictures.
I joined you there.
I got sniped so many times.
Oh, yeah. That's Crim's favorite pastime.
Yeah.
But as you can see here on the map so far in this series, Hardpoint on Solar going to go to OpTic Nation, 208 to 192. Detroit S&D starting up now. The first blood's going to be so crucial. Who can whip out that Moors and really get damage done? Yeah, give it up, guys. We're hopping into map number 2, the Detroit S&D. Man, this is going to be a doozy.
You know, the scary part here is if you're not familiar, maybe if you just started watching on Sunday, this is not a double elimination bracket. You know, we had that in groups, so we are now into single elim. So Denial's back really up against the wall right now.
You lose and you go home here. Both of these teams based out of North America, so that is a long travel home.
Oh, I know. I had an 11-hour flight.
Yeah. I mean, you were still able to get some sleep in there, but you can see on your screen right now the map fly through showing off those bomb placements, the bots using the XMGs on your screen. None of the players in this game going to be using them. Maven, who do you want to hop on board with off the start?
Yeah, I've been talking up Clay. We talk about him being the in-game leader and lead slayer of this squad. Let's see what he can get going now. It looks like we are going to have a bit of a push.
His only goal there on that back glass building is to call out if any cross. He didn't see any, so they know all 4 players have to be in green. Attach already beginning to get pushed. Clayster getting first blood there for Denial. They can now begin their assault on the A-bomb site.
Yeah, every player basically pushed back for a win right now. Bomb going down. He might have had an angle to take him out there, but nice cover. But Clayster is going to drop, so it is going to be 3 versus 3. Bomb down for Denial.
Miracles wound up taking out Clayster with his bow from that back trailer area. The bomb planted on post side. It's going to be up to OpTic Nation to try to get this defused in the next 25 seconds.
You see, I have replays. He's the one watching the flank, but no players coming from the back. They're all pushing forward. Bows, gunfight, he might have won, but he is going to drop. Miracles tagged up, 1v1, 24 seconds to work with. Replays versus Miracles.
Miracles right now trying to get the bomb defused. Replays going to check it. Will he spot Miracles before he gets it? Yes, he does. So Denial able to win round number 1. And Maven, I'm going to be honest with you. They got the first blood, but Clayster got picked by Miracles. Miracles went 3-1 in that round. He would have had to have gotten the ace or the sneak defuse there. That's a lot to ask of one player, but OpTic Nation definitely gave them a run for their money there in round number 1.
That's a big offensive win, though, for Denial to kick things off here. Who do you want to watch on the OpTic Nation side?
I want to watch Killa.
We got to do Miracles. Okay. 3-1. Hey, that was a dumb question.
Driving.
I should have even asked.
You should have
I'm the man with the magic hands.
Yeah, so you can really do whatever you want in this game.
It's true. I don't care who you want to watch, Courage.
Well, Replays.
Right. Well, I picked the right players. He blows up
Replays is known for his spawn nades, especially on this map. He uses them a lot on Terrace as well. Just decimates the players, pushing through back green alley. Ricky able to pick up 1, getting challenged from a second. He winds up falling there, and just like that, OpTic Nation falling 2-0 so far in this search and destroy. You got to give props to Denial on that strategy. They sent JCap extremely aggressive with the AR through green, knowing, hey, if we connect with these nades, we will have them weak or dead, and that'll open up that lane for you, JCap. Well, he pushed through, picked up 2 kills there. 4-1 to start off this game.
Poor Miracles made it about 10 steps before imploding.
Yeah, so your decision to go on board with him was absolutely wrong.
Oh, it was awful.
It was awful there. JCap going to be the one player from Denial to push into Garage. You can see on your minimap all 4 players from OpTic Nation playing it a little bit more passively. Not deciding to get into pit, which will give them a little bit less knowledge of where Denial is. Clayster living through that nade. Lucky to have survived that one. Attach is going to rotate back with his team. Got to be up to Denial to make a move here in the next 45 seconds.
Yeah, really taking their time right now.
Killa
with the snipe, though. He had eyes on this mid-street, able to pick up 1, so Attach already going to be out of business here. The first player to engage, most likely, is going to be JCap as he's trying to work towards B here. You can see Bomb mid-street.
3-on-4 here in favor of OpTic Nation. Replays with control of that bomb, the objective player for Denial. Everyone knows how strong of a player he is. Here's where the push into the B-bomb site will begin. JCap going to dart across here. He's going to wind up trying to check the lockers for his teammate who wants to plant the bomb. But as you can see, with that COD vision. 2 players in position to try to stop this plant.
Jacob's got to get cover in here. It looks like they should be able to get it down the replays. Is going to go for the plant. Let's see if they're going to be
Kill him against the challenge. Takes out JCap with the PDW. Clayster able to trade the kill. Miracles finds one. Now Clay in a 1v3, and he gets cut down by Killa. And Killa 4 and 2 here for OpTic Nation. Played that round in such a perfect way there, Maven, with the first blood with the sniper.
And right now, I mean, they're basically hanging on due to big round. You saw what Miracles with 3, Killa gets 3 that round.
Yeah.
Miracles almost pulled up the Miracle, but he would have had to have that defuse, like you said, tried to ninja it there. But they've got to get everybody going right now because it's just really 2 players putting up all of their kills. But big thing, they're on the board.
Defensive round win there for OpTic Nation. You expect them to win that. This is a crucial round here on offense. Can they win it? They're going to get aggressive here.
You want to kill last time? I'll give you some kill. Let's see if he can get his Morse going.
He's going to hit the sniper shot. I can tell you right now. Oh, the aggression towards Green Alley. This is not going to work. If Killa can spot this, not able to connect. That is a shot you need to hit against Denial. And he didn't actually see the second player get into hotel area. So Killa's going to have to play back here for almost the entirety of the round. Spots attach and misses yet again another shot.
I think you made him nervous,
but
Jack.
the bomb is already into school. They're going to get it planted here. Clayster going to challenge Killa. Killa not able to pick up the kill there. Bomb being planted, but look at your minimap. There comes the flank from replays. He stops the bomb from being planted. Denial just shutting down OpTic Nation's strategy.
He's got 1 player on the opposite side of this wall as well. We'll see if he gets picked. It's going to come down to timing here. It looks like he's just going to play it safe.
Look at
wait
the
for
train
the rest
right
of the
now.
team.
On your minimap, all 4 players from Denial could not be closer to each other. All of them heading into school for class here. Miracles left in a 1-on-4, 4 and 2 overall for this game. He is in a tough spot to say the least.
Yeah, 1v4. You know, we saw him get through before. Wow, nice shots there to pick off the player through window, but he is going to fall. And that, honestly, I mean, Killa has to hit one of those 2 snipes.
Honestly,
he has to.
He was looking a little sluggish there. Might have eaten too much mayonnaise this morning. Replays 4 and 2, closing out that round. Really, though, he was a difference maker there.
Yeah.
He killed the player planting the bomb, got that kill on Embos, and that was what opened up the round for Denial. 3-1 here in favor of the Wolfpack.
All right, let's go on. You know, I'm going to stick it. Let's go with Attach. You know, 1 and 2 right now. Hasn't got a lot going on right now. I'm just going to predict a big round for him. They're leading 3-1. They've got the momentum. Let's see what we get here. We haven't really seen a really aggressive, fast push out of either of these teams so far.
Really surprised about this decision from Denial. The bomb is all the way at the backside, looking towards Green Alley. Attach has his trophy ready. Yes, they can get control of school, but their player is not in a position at all to plant this bomb. 2 players for OpTic Nation in lockers. They're going to try to get aggressive here. Attach having to fall back. So they just burned their trophy systems, and just like that, no one has planted the bomb yet.
There's 1 player that's gotten up close here.
That was the big part. JCap getting control of school here, gonna let Denial plant the bomb.
Chasing. He's on the hunt right now. I think he saw the player cross to his right. It's tough sometimes, you know, with the COD vision to see. He's not able to find that player. But bomb inside of B. Attach on the backside. They are down 3 versus 4 because Clay could not. He was chasing for a good 15 seconds. Now pick up the kill, but nice coverage there over the bomb planter.
2 players left here for Denial. Replays, picking up a kill there on Miracles and Lockers. Embos, though, getting that entry kill into school. It's going to be up to Denial to challenge this player. That's Attach. He finds 1 second player beginning to challenge. Attach staying alive, not able to get the shots down on Embos. A clutch round there from Money B as he is now on a 3 streak. The defuse comes in.
They're playing in 3s. That's the 3rd 3-kill round for a member of OpTic Nation. Attach, you know, I said he had the opportunity there. He was in the 1v2.
Oh, yeah, and, you know, surprised, might have wanted to see him pre-fire that possibly because he knew the player had the challenge.
Yeah.
If he stayed in that corner, burned his last shots, there was only about 14 seconds remaining on the bomb. Might have made a payoff there, a little bit more for him, but then again, I am the caster, not the pro player, so I should probably stop talking.
Oh, you're very talented. But here we have Bose. He is going to be your bomb carrier, going to be pushing through Garage.
That's an interesting way to say it.
Yep.
Embo staying alive, just pre-nading Pit. You could see the aggression out of Miracles into Green, but he has no players left to support him.
Now he's scared. He saw that stop shot come
He was a
flying
distraction there. Instead of 2 and 3 players being in school to try to stop this push with the bomb, there's now only 1. If Embos can get this entry kill in the school window, that will open up the school area completely. And with Killa there in support, they might be able to get it done.
Killa pushing in, doesn't get caught sprinting. It was a sniper out for Clayster, able to get that kill. Only 1 person left around the B site. They're going to be pushing in here in just a moment. Checks the wrong side. Can he challenge here? The 2 of them need to work the bait and switch, and Attach is going to wisely back down. JCap, though, right side steps. He has picked up 1 on Miracles.
Killa staying alive here in school. Replays flanking yet again, and Killa's going to wind up falling to Attach. Embo's putting shots down. He's able to pick up the kill. A 1-on-2. Embo's on a 4
What's his play
streak.
here?
His play here is just to try to pick off one player and get a bomb planted, but unfortunately for him, time is not on his side at all. I really like this positioning there from JCap. He's just watching the cross, and look at that. Not able to get towards his A site. They know he has to plant it, so he's just going to try to get this bomb down, and he's going to get pushed from both these players on denial. Not sure if I agree with replay. Solo checking, able to get the kill, though. The issue was there, if Money B somehow got that kill, he might have been able to quick plant the bomb.
I thought he was going to fake the plant.
Yeah, fake the plant, get the kill.
Assume the pressure was coming, but unfortunately the timing worked out with replays. Checked that as soon as the bomb was going down. Replays, nice round. I believe he was 7-3 on a 2 streak right now. Advantage 4-2 in round count. Denial only 2 rounds away from coming back in the series and tying it up 1-1. There
you saw Denial talking back and forth, trying to figure out some strategies here they want to do on offense. If they can win this round, Maven, I am telling you, Denial will win this game 6-2. Going to be up to OpTic Nation, though, to clutch up some rounds. We saw them do it against Aware last night in that round 11. Clayster just staying alive here with the Moors.
Trying to see if he's going to be able to get an angle on anyone. Just spreading out right now. Going to be looking for Fix. Look, there's one player inside of B. If Attach and crew decide to flood in right now, they'll be able to get control of B very, very easily.
Attach knows there's a player in school window because that trophy system did stop the grenade. Smart play from Miracles. He backed out knowing that, hey, Attach knows I'm here. Let me just play for my life. 4-on-4 still. 3 players, though, from OpTic Nation, all by the A-bomb site. It's going to be up to, I believe, that's Killa there. Or Miracles and Lockers to stop this Killa getting first blood.
All right, Killa with an A command. Clay's going to drop. Let's see if Attach decides to push forward. He sees the pre-fire coming through. He got so tagged up. Going to have to back down. Somehow, miraculously, staying alive. Replays. Is he going to try and get bombed down? Is he going to bait it out? You see the players pushing forward. He is going to get caught. It's going to be 4 versus 2. JCap and Attach left alive. JCap gets 1. Can he get 2? The fire's coming in. Tries to get 1 out. It's just going to be Attach here stuck in 1 versus 3. Make it 1v2. Can the young gun clutch it?
Attach picking up the kill there on Ricky. OpTic Nation knows the bomb is down at B. You're going to see them play for a trade. That is why they're retreating so far back. Attach picking up a bow here. Going to be able to challenge Killa. Picks up that kill. Now a 1-on-1. Miracles versus Attach. Attach slowly pushing through Lockers here. He's decided to go for the challenge, not going to go for the plant. Miracles pushing into Lockers. There. Such poor timing for Attach. Attach rotating back here with 1 second left. He could wind up spotting Miracles. Not able to get it, though.
Holy God, half a second more, and he picks that up. The second he rotated out that back window, Miracles rotated in. Like, it was awful.
The COD timing there, back and forth for both players, but really the thing that happened there for OpTic Nation was Killa knew Attach had an ASM-1. Attach picked up the bow, and then when Killa challenged, he got surprised and just melted by Attach's shots.
He was a sitting duck there. Well, I should say a flying duck. As he jumped up, he was just dead to rights as the bow able to light him up. Attach, nice effort there, but not able to clean it up. All right, JCap, first kill in this round. It will get traded, though. Good job by Miracles. I think he's aware there's a second player nearby. He's got a little bit of help here as well.
Ricky able to clean up Clayster there on mid-street. You can see highlight on your minimap right now. Replays playing that flank yet again. He's done it throughout this game. 4-3 here in favor of Denial. This is such a huge round for OpTic Nation. If they can win this offense, they'll go back on defense, tied up 4-4. Attach knows 2 players are here. Replays, though, on your minimap does spot 1 more player, so they have full knowledge of where they all are. Attach finds 1. Replays finds another. Killa versus Replays. 1-on-1. Both these teams leading their team in score.
I think it's clear where we're going to go here. We're going to go with Killa, 1v1. Replays, and look at the numbers here, both leading the way for their team. 8-4 for Replays, 7-6. Opposite sides of the map, 30 seconds to work with.
I don't know if either player has spotted each other yet.
They have no idea where they are.
Replays staying back by Hotel, going to be up to Killa to plant this bomb. Slowly beginning to push. I believe he does have a bow also in his possession, so he can challenge whether it's long or close range. Replays just staying by mid-hospital area. Killa begins to plant the bomb.
Oh, and the timing of this, no, he's not going to push forward, so he will get the plant down. Replays, obviously, going to know the play now. He gets eyes on him. This is perfect. He does have the bow, like you said. He's going to be able to get the shots coming in. He's weak. He's got to back down. Tries to cross there, and Replays gets the kill.
Replays gambled with it. There was a 50-50. Killa could have gone towards school window, or he could have tried to retreat.
Firing.
He just kept pre-firing that Lockers area, and boy, did it pay off there. Replays 9-4. He's got 3 plants. I think he has also 2 defuses. Denial now up 5-3, and I'm telling you right now, Maven, it's because of Replays play this game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you were expecting someone to put up big numbers in the S&D, Replays is not the guy I was going to pick for this. I thought it would definitely be Clay going off. We've seen Attach and JCap have really clutch moments, but Replays 9-4, 3 plants, doing everything right now. You just saw the clutch 1v1.
Replays throwing out those spawn nades there towards Green Alley, just trying to see if OpTic Nation will get aggressive towards that back spot. Clayster winds up killing Ricky, but also picking up the kill on Attach. Replays able to get that kill on Miracles, a 3-on-2 here in favor of Denial.
And I'm going to highlight the flanker. It is going to be Bose. He should be able to catch one here midstream. He doesn't check. Oh,
no,
my God. That's the worst case scenario there as he gets a couple shots in, not able to take that player out. He is going to be last alive there. Bose had to get that kill.
That is round changing because the player that was Clayster. All three players from Denial sitting mid-Atlas, and that's going to do it. 6-3 here. Denial winning map 2. You can see the players there giving each other some high fives, winning that round.
Look at the numbers there out of replays.
11
on a 4 streak as well.
4 streak. Something to point out. Embo's missing that kill on Clayster. Not only did he miss the opportunity, he gave away his position without capitalizing on it, and then Clayster pushed through Hospital and killed his last remaining teammate, putting him in the 1-on-3. A tough spot there for OpTic Nation. So you and I both couldn't be more wrong. You predicted the 3-0 Denial. Then you also said OpTic Nation would go up 2-0.
Look at the numbers. If you're looking at this going into it, I mean, you're picking every respawn basically in favor here of Denial. The S&Ds, if you're going to give anything to Nation here, I thought it'd be a 3-0. But if you're picking anything, you're picking Nation in the game too. The complete opposite.
I said it was going to be 3-1, that Denial was going to win each respawn, and that OpTic Nation was going to take the S&D. That's wrong too.
Not what we expected, but Replays putting up big numbers, being the hero in game number 2. They needed that because if they go down 2-0 in this series, if there's anyone capable of coming back, sure. I think it's Denial. They have the best potential to come back down 2-0, but don't need to. Tie it up 1-1 with a big S&D win.
A 2.75 KD out of Replays there, finishing that game 11-4, 3 plants and 2 defuses. Also, really just being the heart and soul of his team, but I got to give the rest of the props to Denial as well. All of them, even or positive, really just holding their own. Ricky, 3-9, not the performance you want to see there out of him. Now our next map going to be Biolab Uplink. Maven, predictions for this one?
Trying to think who did I see Denial play? Uplink on Biolab. I think it was all the way back to maybe Hyper Games. But the last time I saw him play, it looked incredibly strong. We've talked about Nation looks a little bit iffy in Uplink at times, but they had a big win yesterday in that best of 5 that they were able to pull out. I'm taking Denial though.
Well, this is going to be a great matchup, guys. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, game number 3 between OpTic Nation and Denial.
Wait, you're not on it? I'm on it.
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 Where are you at?
We could burn like a flame through the atmosphere. Yeah. Starlight, it's calling us. Leave the ghosts of our past in the stratosphere. Oh yeah, yeah, it's calling us.
see like a player like Clayster with the IMR, he'll just sit there and kill everything all day long because he's really good at that.
It was used last series. We've seen it up and down, kind of with teams agreeing to use it, not to use it. But here we will get the flyover of BioLab. Obviously, the big one in this going to be control of that blue drone purple area out there in snow. Just see who can actually control the spawn. This will be an exciting one. Mr. Courage.
Yeah.
Mrs. Courage. Who would you like me to start off with?
Let's hop on board here with Killa off the start. You're already on.
I was like, why can't I find you?
Yeah, no, you're good. I want to see exactly how he plays this. Looks like he's going to get aggressive towards ice here, but Replay's already watching this position. A perfect standoff right here between these two players. Killa now has the opening, but hasn't decided to push.
You could not be more boring right now. All right, able to get the man. There he goes. Takes off the shins of Replays. Killa pushing forward, able to get a second one as well. And drone control, at least the spawn right now, should be going to the side of OpTic Nation. Ricky here, covering top catwalk.
Not able to find any kills yet is Ricky. Still just waiting here, playing it very passively, waiting for the help of his teammates. Clayster pushing from top purple. Ricky staying alive with this battle. Such a dominant position because of the drone spawn of the uplink. And you can see, he's just pulling back, just staying alive, just trying to get that range in his favor. Picking up the kill on attach. Clayster now challenging. Picks up his third kill in a row. Clay on a fourth streak. He's beginning to heat up.
Yeah, Miracles really was the only one alive there for a bit. Clay able to get one, finding the second top blue. Hit markers for days, but not able to take it. Has anyone touched the drone yet?
I don't believe so.
Yeah,
both players.
We're playing team deathmatch.
Yeah, that's what it seems like at the moment. Finally, Denial able to pick up the drone for one moment here. That's going to be Replays running it right now. Sitting at 0-3, Clayster on a 6 streak. Now a 7 streak, make it 8 there with the 3-piece. Opening up this side of the map for his team. Miracles getting stunned. There goes the drone in. Replays able to cap that one. An early 2-0 lead here for Denial.
And clearly we're going to be staying with Clay. Like you said, the 8 streak, 8-1, make it 9. I think there's a player pushing to his left as well. Can he catch him?
Finally.
Tries to jump, finally going to fall. You know, we saw Formal, I think, have a 16 streak on this map. Now we see Clay going off. We just had who went on the 11 streak in the last series? I believe it was BioLab Uplink as well.
It was Apathy.
And
that wasn't near BioLab Uplink. That was actually game number 1.
That was
Solar
game 1.
Hardpoint.
All right.
So you're completely off on that one, but the effort was made.
Big streaks happening. That's the point of the story.
Yes, Ricky now grabbing the drone, gonna toss it here towards bottom snow. 3 players still up for OpTic Nation. Attach winds up picking up Miracles. The kill has come down from Embos. Ricky now running this drone. This should be an easy dunk for OpTic Nation. They're now on the board here after 2 minutes of gameplay.
And Killa, Ricky, both going to fall, but like you said, they do get the dunk. Now it's going to be the battle for drone control. Miracle's going to be the only one alive, but he's in a pretty good position to cover it here. Should have an easy kill on JCap. Saw one down to the left, getting pushed from his right. He is going to fall. Clay, going to be your drone carrier, going to make the pass. He's going to be wanting to light people up as he leads here. Catches Ricky. Can he get a second toss coming in? That's going to fall short. Can he get Bose? It's an awkward angle. Eventually, he's going to get him, but he will fall.
That's the thing about Clayster with that bow right there. Maven, he just saw how aggressive he plays, not afraid to challenge any gunfight. Miracles is going to toss the drone off the map. Smart play from him. Embos picking up the headshot on attach. Clayster and other players from Denial going to rotate here towards a drone spawn. He picks up another kill on Killa with a 2.0 KD here. Clayster, I don't know why I just said that, is really heating up.
You're incredibly gangsta.
Oh gosh, that was another weird one.
That was equally awkward.
It was.
But JCap here at 7 and 8, controlling the snow spawns here, trying to cover the drone. He's got a little bit of help. That player is going to fall as Miracles picks up one. He should be pushing JCap in just a second, but he is in bottom blue. He is going to wrap. He's got no help whatsoever. He just needs to stay alive. He has nowhere he can go. As Ricky killed everything. Yeah. He killed a teammate or two, killed 2 players on the side of Denial as well. He is going to have the drone. Looks like they are going to wrap it green side. Tries to pass it forward. Shots coming in from behind. He's going to have to cover his back, but that'll be 3 big kills picked up for Denial. This should be points for sure.
Yeah, Replay is going to easily slam this one, and you can see on your minimap OpTic Nation just giving that one up, knowing there is no way we're going to stop it. And it looks like Denial's pushing from ON's base. They completely flipped the map here. JCap cleaning up Embos on that power position at top purple. ON getting control of the drone. Ricky going to be running this one yet again.
Going to be Killa that ends up with it. He's going to be pushing out elbow side, wrapping around the back. He's got cover. He should at least get one. He's going to go for the toss. Did he throw it high? No, that will fall through. 4-3 advantage here for Denial.
I will point out one thing. Killa has done an exceptional job all weekend long of tossing in the drone. You can tell he's been practicing his shots. On comeback uplink earlier on this weekend, he hit every shot he took. Great stuff from him. Really separates the good from the great players here in uplink. Ricky winds up falling to JCap. Replays, picks up the kill on Killa. Denial on the offensive.
And you'll see them wrapping here through blue. He's got one player to beat low. He needs help from his teammate. He ended up getting engaged with another toss coming in from Attach. 5-3 lead, able to extend it to double digits here.
Another perfect example of what I don't know what that means.
I don't either, because 2 is more than 1.
For sure. Now, Killa and the rest of OpTic Nation pushing towards purple. They're going to have one last chance to score this. 10 seconds remaining. Embos with the drone, tossing out an EMP there, not able to connect. He's still running it, though. Killa getting him some protection.
Can he get the toss? He
tosses out another one. He's going to throw it here. Too little,
Gotta pay
too
attention
late.
to the clock, Bose. I think he might have had time to get one through.
Yeah.
That's called awareness.
That is called awareness. You can see both squads there in the booth. Just keeping their composure. JCap gets hit right in the face by that nade. Embo's not able to get the toss off.
I don't know how JCap is seeing anything right
Killa
now.
was like 9-4 to start the game. Now just 13-12, slowing down a little bit. Clayster still leading this denial squad though, 16-12.
Yeah, he slowed down a bit as well because he was 12-6.
Yeah.
So he went what 4-6.
Really
across
slaying
the end of
pretty
that one.
even this game.
Oh, it absolutely is. And the score still as tight as can be. Let's see who's going to kick things off here as we do again. See this fight here for drone control.
Gosh.
First man in, going to be Attach. They're getting in purple. Already 2 down for denial right now. JCap going to answer back. Attach gets one as well. Sees a player in bio. Obviously a tough battle with the sub. Wisely backs down, but he will get caught when he rotates back.
Embos with that ball in hand, getting the blue control. That's going to let OpTic Nation clean out purple, but JCap still somehow staying alive. Now on a 3 streak, he's 13-12 this game, make it a 4 streak. Cap is single-handedly stopping this aggression from OpTic Nation, and he's doing it all while not running Blast Suppressor, so they know where he is whenever he exo boosts.
Yeah, I mean, is it necessarily needed when you're in and around purple? Because everyone knows there's going to be 2 to 3 purples.
Oh, for sure.
2 to 3 players around purple at all times. But that he held off any chance of any kind of drone control for OpTic Nation there for a solid minute.
Unfortunately, though, for him, the rest of his teammates have been trading or losing gunfights, so Ricky able to grab this drone. He's just going to toss it towards blue, try to buy his team some time. He winds up falling. 3 kills now in Denial's favor. JCap grabbing this drone. Miracles, though, winning that gunfight versus Attach in mid-biolab. That's going to let OpTic Nation hold down the control of that area.
And he's got 2 players here to push with him, but they've got so many coming. That's going to be replays. The guy needs to pick up the big kills. He is going to be traded out. Is JCap going to go for a toss or is keep waiting for his teammates? It looks like now is the time to push through. He's got a decent angle here, but he doesn't go for the throw. I guess he was trying to get forward for 2 points, but he's going to drop pretty much immediately. Drone control should be falling.
Yeah, OpTic Nation wound up. What they wound up doing was fanning out around that snow area so they could have angles on whichever way the drone came from. Unfortunately, though, for that squad, Ricky wound up falling there with the drone, but JCap gets hit by the EMP, tosses it to the opponent, picks up the kill on Embos. A great
sick play there from
means of play from JCap. Now, Denial once again pushing with this drone, but Maven, so far what we've seen in the first 2 minutes of side number 2, no one really able to get control.
No, and he would have had that practically blind toss there he would have had to go for. Now, this is a play we don't see all that frequently is the wrap out of the base. They're going to be coming green side right now. They're clearing the way. He's got one in front. Can he get the dunk in? They focus him down. He's going to get dropped, and JCap wisely tosses it off the map.
Really, you would have liked to have seen Killa pass that drone to his teammate who was right underneath the uplink. Unfortunately for him, though, he didn't wind up spotting that. Clayster picking up the kill there on Miracles. Both squads with 1 player down here. No one able to get this drone moved out.
Drone down right now. We'll see who's going to be first to get hands on. It's going to be Bose. Bose got a player in front. I think he's got Killa killed. He tossed it to him right as he's about to engage in gunfight. That's the last thing you need, but it is going to work out. They have the drone. It's bouncing around in front. Who's going to get hands on? He's trying to find it.
Oh, it's
no.
just outside the map there. So
you can do it, Bose. Climb through the stairs.
Not able to capitalize there on that situation.
I think he actually tried to belly flop through the stairs.
Oh, that's exactly what he was doing.
It did not work.
He was laying down, seeing if possibly his player would just grab it there. Unfortunately for him, he does not have control of the arms of his player.
That cost them a point or two, because they absolutely have.
But thankfully for him, he winds up barely almost EMPing himself and his team, but they're able to capture that one. Now 5-5, ON tying it up here.
All right, and Bose, I've just stayed on with him because he's had the drone in his hands for the last, 90 seconds it seems. And he's going to get
score.
1 pointer there. It goes through just like that. 3 points unanswered, and they do have the lead. 6-5 here. OpTic Nation starting to heat up.
Ricky, Killa, and Embos
this is gonna be more points. This is at least
together a 10-kill streak. Killa tossing the drone in. He's able to connect. Now Denial need to dunk it or hit 2 shots.
This player's huge.
75 seconds remaining. Can Replays pick up the kill on Embos? Yes, he does.
Shut down. They had their base locked down. Someone had to flank from behind and stop the momentum. Otherwise, they were going to rally right back in.
He's done it all series long. Replays the objective player here for Denial in his natural habitat, drone in hand. 2 entry kills coming from Denial. They're going to have to get aggressive. There you see that dynamic map element coming down. That's the yellow building here, stopping that open lane. Ricky picking up that crucial kill on JCap. Now Replays in an awkward spot, able to hit the beat down. Replays still running with this drone. 2 players from OpTic Nation trying to block him. He takes the shot. It goes in. A massive play from Replays. 7-6 here. Denial still in control of the drone.
Dude.
Maven, they can make it happen.
Replays, man. He gets the flank. He shuts down all the momentum OpTic Nation just plays it patient then with the drone, and he gets a point, and now they're coming again, and who is it?
Replays with the drone in hand, now beginning to run it. Killa, though, picks up that kill. He's going to wind up rotating the drone here. He gets the impede, tosses it to the opponent. 3 dead here for OpTic Nation. Clayster still in a position to toss it in. He gets into yellows, trying to stay alive. 1 player flanking him. He's not able to get the beat down. Miracles grabs the drone.
And
he tosses it out. OpTic Nation gonna win map number 3 here, winning both respawns up against Denial.
What is this series?
I don't know, man.
When did OpTic Nation...
Look at them getting hyped in the booth.
When did their respawn game come alive?
I have no idea, but really the difference maker there, Miracles, stopping that push from Clayster. Clay, unfortunately, not able to hop out of that yellow window and toss it in. The final kill cam coming in from Ricky. He wound up getting towards that top Eskies area.
Really, it came down to that, what, 90-second, 2-minute mark, 2 minutes, just that bit where they had it just through blue, over and over again. They got a dunk. They got the 1-pointer. I thought Replay shut it down. He was able to get the point, but when it came down to clutch time, their defense stepped up. Nation takes it.
Clay struggled on side number 2. You can see Replays there with the .72 KD, but he was doing all the objective play for his teammate.
So you can't,
there was nothing wrong there really with that one, but really the difference maker, OpTic Miracles, 31 and 22 at the 1.41 KD ratio. We talked about it prior to the series going on. Is Miracles going to step up? Can he match the slaying of Denial? Well, right there, Maven, he did.
Yeah, well, if you're going to talk just from a, I guess, like slaying talent, just like the guy you expect. You know, I mentioned before, like, who's the guy that can get the 40 bomb? You saw the numbers from Ricky. He went 40 and 40 in game number 1, but I more expect that to be Miracles, and he's the one that puts up the big numbers here. He gets 2 uplinks to go with it and really just kept up with the slaying of Denial. But you mentioned, I think Clay was, what, like 12 and 6 at one point. He was plus 10 throughout most of it. That second side,
he was on a 9 streak to start off the game.
Yeah, and he really did start to drop a little bit on the second side with that slaying.
Well, guys, we're going to be heading into game number 4 here. Going to be a retreat CTF, and now I got to be honest with you.
This has got to be Denial's respawn.
If there's one that they're going to take, it has to be this one. Clayster is the king of the pool area. He will just sit. He will just control that all game long with Replays running that flag. He'll be comfortable in his position, but right there you really saw it. Denial just kind of staying even with OpTic Nation in the slaying, and when OpTic Nation can do that in a respawn, they give themselves the best chance of winning.
If they 3-1 Denial
Yeah.
By losing an S&D and taking all three respawns, I'm convinced that the world is upside down.
It's the UK, man.
And that Mind Freak is going to win the event.
Somehow Mind Freak will come back from the dead.
They're going to come back.
I think they might have already left. I have no idea if they just flew back to Australia.
They're going to win from home.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Play on that Australian host. That'd be difficult.
That would be
but no, seriously, this is absurd. It's just not at all what I expected in this series. I mean, props. What do you think it is? I mean, be honest here. Is it Denial playing a little bit lackluster, a little unenthused right now, or is it Nation just stepping up in these respawns?
That's it right there. They're clutching up. When they get the moments where they can score a drone there, they wind up capitalizing on it. They were tied 5-5, or no, they were down 5-3 through the first 2.5 minutes there on side number 2. Once they got control of green area, they chained their kills together. They did a great job of baiting and switching. They did a great job of making sure they sent back one player to grab the drone. They rallied a dunk. Then they got 1 point. Then they got another point. And then they were able to completely stop Denial
from
really scoring.
That 90-second spree they had there where they just locked it down.
They held it down, and then they really stopped Denial from scoring up until the last 30 seconds there, which was a toss. So just like that, Clayster, you saw in that interview prior, Denial, I think they've been in the last 4 of the last 4 finals of LAN events for Call of Duty. Here they are 1 game away from being knocked out.
Look in the booth right now.
Yeah, I'm looking.
It's just not – but look at the level of energy. There's just no energy there. This is where – I mean, the best part about Clay, not only is he arguably the best player in the game, the MVP, but he brings an energy level to his squad at all times. They need him right now. They need the M-game leader. They need him to get fired up. You know, you saw the OpTic booth. Bo's smiling, laughing.
They were hyped.
Killa just mumbling about God knows what. But they all look energetic, ready to go, fired up. They're up 2-1 in the series. For Denial, I just saw, you know, replays. Staring straight ahead, JCap kind of out of it. They've got to get fired up, man. They're not going to take game 4 if they don't.
And this is the map of all maps where Clayster really needs to get behind his team and get it going. We're loading into the map here. Here you can see the scoreboard so far. Solar S&D, the first respawn, going in favor of OpTic Nation. Then we had to search and destroy. Denial wound up winning that one 6-3. Back over to Uplink in the final seconds. OpTic Nation was able to hold off the aggression from Denial. They won that one 7-6. So far, ON have won both respawns in this series. Guys, we're heading into game number 4. Retreat, CTF, Maven. Who do you want to hop on board with?
I'm kicking it off with Clay. We talked about his need to have a big game here, and the fact that typically he will go off on this. We just saw that shot there of the 3 first matches. If there was anyone on the planet that would have picked those results through the first 3 games, I want to meet them. I want to give them a large hug.
A large hug. Wound up not saying kiss there.
I was going to go against it. I was just
with the AR in hand, and here's where you can see the dominant play from Clayster right now. He's just staying alive. Multiple players from his team getting aggressive here towards that back bar room. Clay knows there's a player that back rocks. It's going to be Killa, begins to challenge Clayster. Killa playing for his life here, now hopping back to challenge him. Clayster wins that gunfight, but Ricky has already pulled this flag. He's got 1 player to beat here in lobby.
He's got 1 in front, 1 behind. He's no help. There's nowhere he's going to be able to go. And that's like, you want to get those, quote, that was kind of a sneak pull. You know, kind of got through that alley, but you have to have sort of someone at least at mid-map to give you a little help. There was nobody helping.
Can we hop on board here with Clayster? He's already 5-0. Ricky wound up having to lose that first gunfight when he grabbed that flag at top pool wall because he had to try to stun Clayster on the rock. Finally, Clay does fall to the hands of Embo, so 3 dead here momentarily for Denial. 1 more player. Miracles is going to be pushing here towards the Denial flag.
And it looks like their strategy right now is to get 1 forward and try to get a flag pull. Let's see if it works out in their favor. He's going to get caught as there were 3 at home on defense. I'm going to switch over to Bose, who is currently on a 3 streak at 4-2, make it 4. And he's got so much to work with, though. It's been 1 person forward by themselves every attempted pull.
And, you know, you got to think, is that the best play here from OpTic Nation? Miracles and Killa both now picking up kills. Clayster at 6-2, replays 4-3 on a 2 streak. Here comes the aggression from OpTic Nation. Clayster staying at the back of these attic stairs, staying alive, attach, challenging, picking up a kill. Ricky answering back. Both these teams trading back and forth. But JCap, the difference maker here, the 2-piece, going to completely wipe out OpTic Nation. Denial now pushing towards pool.
You know, here comes the push from Denial, yes. But I've liked the fact that most of the game, it's been push after push after push from Nation. But again, it's just been 1, maybe 2 people really effectively getting forward, and they have not had a decent pull. Let's see if Replays can here. This is going to be the big engagement. He was not able to pick it up, so Replays is going to have a player inside the lobby pushing him. That's a big gunfight there. And is that player, did he wrap back towards middle?
No, that should be a flag capture. Miracle's the only one still in position, but that's the cutoff from lobby.
Where'd the player go that he shot it? I didn't see an assist pop up. I didn't see a kill.
I don't know. I thought he got him. Yeah, he might have teleported. It's fine.
I didn't see the kill of the assist. I thought he was going to chase down that whole time. But regardless, cap number 1 is going to be on the board for Denial. We're going to stay with Replays, 6-3, 4 streak right now. Clay also going off, make it a 5 streak. Replays is having one hell of a series.
Oh yeah, for sure. And this is the thing you need to look at with this team. Clayster now 10-4. This is the Denial that we've seen dominate recently in the Call of Duty competitive scene. When Clayster is hot, when Replays is winning gunfights like that right there. Denial is unbeatable. And after the first 3 minutes of gameplay here, the Wolfpack in the lead by 1 flag capture.
And Bo's going to drop here. He was on a 3 streak. Miracle's, though, going to be the only one alive. He just saw 1 cross. He knows there's 2 people flooding towards the base. So you just saw the spawn trying to highlight them. They have to wrap back, or they're going to overextend. Looks like they're going to wrap back and chase. And they're going to be able to swarm the flag carrier. He should drop in just a second. 1 more at home. Miracle's not able to get both. The melee actually coming in there from Replays as he is, again, having one heck of a series. It's just, you don't usually see him at the top leading the way with Clay. Look, both 11-5 right now.
Looks like all players have decided to stop playing. Oh, had a little
bit of a hitch
I think that was a freeze there on our end. Yeah. So we're back in it. Nothing has been affected here. Replays picking up the kill there on Miracles. But as you can see on your minimap, 2 players circling around him. They find 1 kill. JCap yet again with another clutch defend of his flag. Killa, though, able to take him out. OpTic Nation looking to pull the flag. Attached, though, doing the same.
And he got through. Now, he's going to, you don't typically see it pulled this side that frequently. If one player to beat, if he beats him, if he can win this gunfight there, he might have been home free, but Bose will be able to kill a chat. That's a big kill by Bose.
Oh,
if he doesn't stop that, that's a cap. For sure, I think, if he doesn't get that.
Because the rest of his team was spawning pool, and Denial would have just gotten top pool wall and stopped all the aggression there. All 4 players up for either team. But yet again, JCap finding another 2-piece, shutting down the aggression.
Let's get on with JCap a bit. You know, you keep talking about these big defensive plays he's having. It looks like he's going to be pushing up towards mid-map now. Going to catch Killa there. Nice shots coming in. Cap 12 and 8. 3 spree right now. Going to be pushing towards mid-map. He saw a player here. A bit of a head glitch, but nice movement there. Able to take him out, but a player in the back cave going to be able to shut it down, as unfortunately having a bit of an issue here. I can't tell if it's going out the players as well. It looks like they have to keep playing. Yeah, it's just going to be on our end. So 20 seconds left. Still a 1-0 lead for Denial.
Killa picking up a kill there. 19 seconds remaining. They can still capture this flag. Killa rotating towards the pool wall, not able to pick up the kill on JCap, and there's another 2-piece. That's probably the 4th or 5th this game from JCap, who's just covering his base. He is the reason why OpTic Nation did not cap a flag there at all inside number 1.
But when we take a look at it, I mean, you'd still say, again, I talked about this last series, cave side, still the favorite spawn.
Oh, yeah.
And they're down 0-1. I mean, typically when you're on cave side, you want to try to have at least a 2-cap lead, I'd say. And right now, Denial on the unfavored side, leading 1-0. I mean, this is their match to lose. They should be able to take this.
Clayster right now sitting at 16 and 9. JCap not too far behind with 1 more death than him. Really, when your biggest issue is attached going 9 and 14, you know you're in a good spot because the rest of the squad is doing absolute work here. Denial 5 minutes away from forcing a Game 5 up against OpTic Nation. Clayster winning his first gunfight yet again.
And you can have that type of game from attach as long as you have somebody else going off, which Replays has been doing. JCap putting up big numbers as well. But we were talking about attach struggling a little bit. He gets 2 entry kills, gets a flagpole immediately out. I think this is going to be a cap to start. There's only 1 player I think that's going to have an ability to stop this. He needs someone to lead the way. Does the 2-piece come in? No. Clayster's going to get stopped as well. Miracles will get it out. They don't actually get the cap. The return comes in as well. What a play from Nation, because I thought that should have been a cap for sure.
Miracles wound up getting onto the flag at just the perfect moment where they didn't spot he was there. He flanked in, picked up the kill on the flag carrier, got the return. A big play from Miracles, but the only reason why that was even possible was the first kill from Mbos when he pushed out from the bottom dub area, found the kill on the player who was in courtyard. That opened up that area of the map, which let OpTic Nation get aggressive. They were able to push into Denial's base, get the return. Still 1-0 here, Denial, though, after the first minute of play.
All right, and Clay, he's aware he's got 1 on his right, 1 pushing close as well. Ricky had the flag for just a second before he fell. Miracles up close. They've got 2 people in the action, but he is going to drop. Killa here. Gonna go, whoa, he forgot the flag. And that's gonna cost him.
It's all right, but JCap running the flag towards bottom dirt here. Got 1 player he has to beat. Getting hit by a stun grenade attached there. Able to give him some assistance. Now, this is a weird flag run. You don't normally see this. The flag being run through bottom dirt side. 3 players pushing from pool. Multiple players from OpTic Nation in a position to stop this. JCap gonna cap it there, giving his team a little bit more of a cushion here, up 2-0. OpTic Nation with a mountain to climb here if they want to win game number 4.
Yeah, I was trying to get the action that's going to be going on there in the main lobby as they were pushing forward. There was, what, two players from each side that collided. Bit of a trade going on, but it lasted just long enough to delay that for JCap to be able to fire it through. And this 2-point lead with the favored side is going to be so difficult to overcome from Nation. You haven't really seen any successful pulls on this end.
Denial up 11 kills against OpTic Nation here. Overall in the slaying department shows a little bit in the scores. They are up 2-0. Mbos trying to lead the squad now, 19 and 16. He pulls the flag towards pool. You can see on your minimap though, 3 players from Denial in a more than good spot to stop this. Killa gonna do all he can to try to defend the flag. Unfortunately though for him, he winds up falling. OpTic Nation really just not able to chain anything together here, Maven. So far in this game, we haven't seen a full 4 dead here yet from the boys from the green wall.
I mean, we haven't really seen, this just is not their game type, because we haven't seen a single really successful pull. Nothing's gotten past the halfway point, for sure. They just haven't been able to get anything together. It's usually just 1 or 2 players. They're not syncing up well, whereas Denial definitely, obviously, had several successful pulls. Attach getting in here aggressive, able to get the player on the back steps. 1 more, though, going to push back. Good defense from Nation to stop it, but there is still 1 player. Managed to sneak through. He's going to get 1. Should be able to get the flag out. I don't think he'll get anywhere, though.
Replays falls there, unfortunately. unfortunately not able to pull that flag out for Denial. Attach getting aggressive yet again. Has began to heat up on side number 2. Now 10 and 8 in the kill department so far here. When pushing towards the opposing team's base. Replays winning that gunfight against Miracles. Now a 4-on-2 yet again for OpTic Nation. And they just haven't been able to pull the flag and get it anywhere here, Maven.
Well, there's a player just sitting. Who was it? It was Clayster just in the back cave.
He's playing defense.
Spawn. And what are you going to challenge him there? You're not going to be able to pick up that kill. You need more than one player to deal with that. But Miracles is going to have the flag out. If he can get across that doorway, he had 3 people to help him. No one able to stop that, though. And now both flags out. We're going to have a standoff.
For the second time in this game, we've seen this awkward flag run happen, and it has all the signs of being a standoff here. But there's one player that's going to be pushing from bottom bar. Who is that player? That's actually going to be Embos, who's not able to pick up the kill on the flag runner. Clayster now going to challenge that flag, and that's actually Replays killing Killa. This should be a cap for Denial.
And that's going to be it there.
And
with 50 seconds left, coming back from 3-0, I believe is going to be too much to deal with. The flag is already out again for Replays. They're working on a rally right now. He's got one chasing him. If he can get help poolside, they're going to add to this lead. It may end up 4-0. It was a lot closer than that, though, I think.
Clayster heated up here on side number 2, now 29 and 16. Attach doing big things for his squad as well. Ladies and gentlemen, watching from home or here live in the Gfinity Arena out of the London, UK, we're going to a Game 5 between the Wolfpack and OpTic Nation. You can see Clayster on a 4 streak, 31 and 16, 32 and 16. What an absolutely dominant performance.
We knew we needed it. This was Clay's map where he loves to go off. And
oh my goodness,
that he would. He's crushing 7 spree. He's had, what, an 8 spree, a 6 spree, a 7 spree. He's had so many throughout the course of this series. Just absolutely going off. 4-0, no caps, no let-ups for Denial. Great stuff there as they're able to take it and push a Game 5.
You can see the players in the booth grabbing some water there. Clayster double jumping, winning that dogfight there up against Embos. So the dominant performance we predicted there prior to that matchup, Maven.
Yeah, I mean, you thought if there's going to be a map Clay's going to go off with an AR, it's going to be that one.
It's got to be that one.
Put up monster numbers, 2-0 ratio, 34 and 17. And, you know, Attach, much better in the second half. Struggled early, but Replays was really going off. He picked it up. You know, he got the, 2 entry kills at a flagpole just to start side number 2. He was really annoying to deal with, I think, for OpTic Nation. He was always in their base.
I think the thing to point out was that he was about the same in the KD on side number 2. Was a little bit more positive, but really the kills were much more crucial that he had
They were
on
all
side
offensive.
number 2.
I mean, he was just picking up every. J-Cap was getting those 2 pieces of defense. Attach was getting all those kills in the base. Every time they were spawning out, they were wrapping back because they knew Attach was somewhere in and around their base, just being a complete and total pest.
Now, let's think. Did OpTic Nation get the flag across their side of the map once outside of that side number 2? I don't think so.
Standoff, I don't think so.
And Miracles got that one clutch flag stop, so it really should have been 5-0. An impressive performance from Denial, just absolutely stomping OpTic Nation there in game number 4.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty controlled 2-0. The last 2 caps came in over the final, 60 seconds, really.
Yeah.
But like you said, there was nothing. There wasn't really a sign of life at any point for Nation.
No.
At no point did I think Nation's going to come back in this. It just didn't look like it. You can't trail on with the cave spawn going into side number 2 and expect to win the game.
Game 5 going to be Riot, Search and Destroy here between these 2 teams.
Think?
Oh my gosh! Come
on, use your brain here. Pull up statistics from Season 2 for both of these teams now on the spot.
Instantly, Killa.
I didn't think you'd actually know that.
I don't know anything. I'm just making
good.
something
up.
Right. But here's my predictions. I think that honestly, we say cliche all the time. You know, I think this could go round 11. I genuinely think we could see a round 11 here. The difference makers will be who can get the first bloods with the Moors. Will the aggressive pushes down A Street work, or will the teams be ready to hard counter them? And finally, will they utilize the numbers advantage? We saw Ricky yesterday in that series that they wound up winning there in round 11. He had a 1v2 up against that Vitality squad that he was able to clutch because they didn't play for the trade. They weren't in the position they needed. Unfortunately for him, unfortunately for Vitality, they wound up losing that one. Ricky was able to clutch up there and win that game there in round 11 with OpTic Nation. Can they do that here and match that in game number 5?
For me, what it comes down to, what? They get 4-0 there in game 4.
Yeah.
You saw just a look on, you saw the look on Killa's face, just coming out of that one. Took his headphones off, trying to get a breather here. These first couple of rounds, at least round 1, round 2, they have to go Nation's way.
Yeah.
If Denial wins the first few rounds, I can just see the bickering starting, the negative attitudes. They're just going to fall behind, and I think it goes Denial's way. So I'm really, really focused on this first round.
Every kill that is had by Denial, I think, in this game that we're about to see, you're going to have Clayster getting hyped, getting the team into it,
fired up.
trying to keep that energy going for the boys on Wolfpack. This is going to be, we said it prior to the series starting, we had a feeling this was going to be one for the ages, and it has been so far.
Yeah, incredible series so far.
You predicted a 3-0 for Denial. I predicted a 3-1 for Denial.
Spot on.
Both of us couldn't be further from wrong. The only prediction we've gotten right so far was that Clayster was going to go off on retreat CTF.
That made me feel smart for approximately 30 seconds. We have nothing else we've gotten right. This series has been absolutely crazy. You know, Game 5, if you would have asked me before this series started, if it got pushed to a Game 5, I would have said Nation, man. S&D, that's their best chance against Denial. I would have said Nation, Nation, Nation.
Yeah.
But after the way that Game 4 went, and after we saw the S&D 6-3 win in Game 2, I got to think the favor is with Denial right now.
Yeah. Denial having the momentum on their side. Players are loading back up into the lobby. Had a slight issue there. So the game will be starting momentarily. The crowd absolutely packed here out in the Gfinity Arena in London. Maven, what an exceptional weekend it's been so far.
It's been wonderful. I mean,
outside of no sleep.
Yeah, the first couple days I had to adjust to the 9-hour time difference coming from the West Coast.
Yeah.
I slept like a little baby last night. Woke up at 7 a.m.
It's a weird vision.
Had a hearty breakfast.
You beat everyone down.
I was the first one down,
which I was really I was genuinely proud of you.
I was surprised too. I was pretty proud of myself. I had a whole bowl of Kellogg's in me before you guys got down there.
Really, I didn't know they had those.
2
in the
glasses
UK.
of orange juice.
Yeah. And now you can see the energy.
That's the only reason I think I didn't get sick this weekend is just because the orange juice that I've been downing throughout the course of the weekend. But there you see JCap. They're getting focused.
What a beautiful creature.
You didn't see a lot of energy out of these guys. They were feeling good, though. Game number 4, they took it. And they're just so business-like at this point. When you've been the top 2 teams here for the course of the past 6 months, they can overcome anything, I'd say, at this point.
And JCap's been one of the top players throughout all the Call of Duties for years now. When you think of a veteran, you think of a player like JCap. You think of a Merc. You think of a Clayster. These guys have been around for so long. And on this team, they've meshed so well. Overall, KD, this tournament, a 1.07. And then also at S&D, even right there at a 1.0.
Yeah, he's the guy in S&D. You don't typically see him dropping maybe like double-digit kills, but he's the one, if you want a veteran stuck in like a 1v2, to clutch those 1v3s. I've seen him do it time and time again. Just thinking back to the Columbus Open 4AW, I don't even know how many times I saw him clutch. I know you were casting one of those, and you were freaking out. I think he had like 3 1v2s within the course of his series.
Yeah.
He's just got ice in his veins, will have big plays. I really want this one to go 11 rounds.
I think everyone does.
A part of me just wants
online,
a win to win.
Watching the venue.
Just because I want a Killa interview is the big part of it. Like, Killa interviews are what I live for. When I wake up in the morning, I hope Killa gets interviewed today, randomly on a Wednesday.
Let's think about something here, because now Game 5, once again, if you are just tuning in, we're going into a game number 5 between Denial and OpTic Nation. The loser goes home. The winner moves on to face Prophecy. Who between these 2 teams do you think would have a better matchup against that squad?
Against Prophecy?
Yeah.
Denial. I mean, I'd have to say Denial. But then again, the way Nation's playing, it just isn't a team I've watched before, with Nation taking these respawns, playing so well together. I'm not used to seeing it. But, oh God, look at this. So, yeah, we'll get the entire list here of the maps thus far. Other than the Game 4, it's been very, very close.
Nothing has made sense other than Game 4.
And it made sense. Yeah, Game 4 is the first one where I was like, okay, yeah, they're going to win this. Yeah. Other than that, man, it's been all over the place. And Riot, I don't know, it's one of the few maps we've talked about it really the only S&D map that is offensively favored. So it's really going to come down to who's going to take those couple defensive rounds, just because, that A site on the right side, you can usually get a relatively easy plant. You'll have that player second story that can be a pain, or someone that might flank through mid. But first team to take a defensive round or 2 is the one that's going to take this one for me.
Well, we are in store for a great matchup there. You can see a shot of the crowd. Man, this is going to be a close one. We've set up predictions. Really things to look for. How many more are we going to see from these teams? Are we going to see aggression through the B Street? Are OpTic Nation or Denial going to be in a spot where they think they can wind up stopping that aggression, where they can watch out for the flank? Really just things to look out for here. And also nades, absolutely huge. Watch out for replays, picking up 1 or even 2 pieces off the spawn.
That's a big thing that Clay said yesterday. We're in the player lobby, and he was talking about who's going to take that series. He said, Game 5, it's going to OpTic Nation. They are so annoying with their nades off spawn. You're going to deal with it on this map. You're going to deal with it on every map with Nation. They can be such pests to deal with. But really, for this, any Game 5, especially when it's an elimination game. Because, again, this is single elim that we're in now. It's just going to come down to who clutches up, who makes the big plays, who doesn't let the nerves rattle them. You know, you heard Clayster talking about it earlier, I believe, in an interview. They asked him, you know, do you get nervous? Do you feel it when this stuff is on the line? He's like, yeah, you're nervous, but, like, you're so into it, you just don't pay attention. You don't think about it. That's not how it is for every player.
No, not at all.
Some players definitely feel it much, much more, and that's what it's going to come down to me.
Things to look out for. Well, honestly, let's do this. Players are still loading back up. We want to figure out these issues.
I think we have a bit of a bathroom break.
Yeah,
there,
so
getting some stuff reset.
We're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, game number 5.
Don't go anywhere.
Wolfpack, OpTic Nation. Don't go anywhere. Tell everyone to tune in. We'll be right back.
Wait, you're not on it? I'm on it.
I'm on it.
I'm on it.
I'm on it.
I'm on it. I'm on it. Where are you at?
They did it. They took them both. Now the quote-unquote S&D god guru, Poseidon Killa.
Poseidon. I've never heard him called that before.
I have.
Okay, wow. That's it. I don't know who you talk to, but
myself.
As you can see here, we could probably fly through the scores so far in this series. 208 to 192. OpTic Nation winning the Solar Hardpoint. Really just that clutch final hill there went in their favor. Detroit S&D went in favor of Denial. Then you saw the 7-6 uplink win. Denial taking one back. Game 5, Riot S&D loading up now, Maven.
You know, I'm a little bit nervous. We got a cast with the cutest couple in eSports right in front of us here.
That is a reference to
Scump and Forefront.
Yeah. Here you can see the map fly through, coming through there. The beautiful vision of that prison. I feel like that is a place
the beautiful vision of that prison.
Not be a good place to go.
This prison would absolutely suck to be a prison rat. On your way to mealtime, past the fires.
Yeah. And then all around is just desert and absolute barren wasteland. So, guys, we're heading into the game. Denial versus OpTic Nation. Guys, I want to hear from the crowd. If you think Denial can win game number 5 here, make some noise.
All right. And for OpTic Nation.
All right.
People like me more.
All right, okay. Well, Embo's now pushing towards this B Street. Attach already falling. Ricky picking up winds up falling, but picking up a kill. Embo's trying to trade here. JCap staying alive. He winds up going down. Clay already left in a 1-on-2.
He's in pretty decent position here. Maybe if he can get up top to try and pick off a player if they move for the plant. As of now, as long as they're sticking together. Did he see him in the back? He might have gotten. I don't think he got eyes on him, actually.
He did. No, he did definitely spotted the player. The issue was when he jumped.
No, they got eyes on Clay.
Oh, no, they didn't get eyes on him. You could see PDW advanced rifling here. Automatic pistol. Players jumping right around each other. Clayster, though, still with the flank on these two. They're going to try to get the bomb planted here at A. Sniper in hand, spots one player, not able to connect with the shot.
That's a tough shot.
Round number 1 already going to OpTic Nation there on offense. Killa picking up the final kill, starting off the game 2-0.
You know, if Clay was able to hit that snipe, he was actually in really, really good position.
Oh,
Just with the time left and the fact that they had to get the plant. Could have been so clutch. But like you said, Killa, 2 kills, kicking off round number 1. If you are just tuning in, this is game number 5 in our second semifinal. This is single elimination. The losing team is going to be going home or headed straight to the casino.
Clayster, rocking tactician, has that trophy system on, replays as well. They're going to get aggressive here towards the A Street. This is the normal push you see here on offense. There you can see multiple players from OpTic Nation, though, pushing right out of that 2-story area. A 2-on-2 here, replays with the bomb in hand.
I'll tell you what, man, we haven't made it, 20 seconds into a round without having 2 down for each side, it seems. And they are going to be wrapping back towards B. Let's see if they're going to begin to snip this out. They should have an idea. Good bit of time has passed. They haven't seen any pressure. Let's see. Switch over replays. Bomb is going down. He's going to have a free plan here. Now they're going to get set up.
Replays planting the bomb and now pushing towards B hut, just trying to stay alive. Who will play for the trades better? That's really going to be the key factor here. Both players from OpTic Nation slowly creeping up on this B Street. Killa not spotting the opposing player. They're definitely going to engage each other here, trying to get some shots down. That player begins to push around the hut. You can see, though, JCap staying on top of the 3rd story, picking up a kill. Killa trading it, now a 1-on-1. 20 seconds remaining. He pushes towards the B bomb site, but Replays takes him out. Beautiful movement from Replays that whole round, getting himself not only in positions where he can stay alive, but even there knowing, hey, let me use the bomb site for cover here. Able to pick up that kill there on Killa.
If he took another step to the left,
he was done.
I think he was toast.
Yeah.
Because gun out, first to shoot there was Killa, but so tough to take him, like you said, off the headshot glitch there at the bomb site. Going to be tied up 1-1, game 5. Who do you want to go with on offense? Killa's 3-1. We're going with Killa. Mr. Adams lost.
You keep asking me that in these S&Ds, and then you just
I realize
pick.
that I ask you, and I don't care what the answer is.
That really hurts. I thought we had something special here.
It's borderline special.
All right, well, Killa staying alive with the sniper, not able to connect yet again. We saw that in game number 2, missing those tough shots, but Ricky picking up the first 2 kills for OpTic Nation, opening up this A Street, still being challenged, though, from the top 3rd, somehow staying alive. And gets the kill with the nade from Mbos.
Replays, though, going to be in a 1 versus 3. This should be Nation's round to take. We'll see how he decides to play this out. You see the bomb going to be going down. He's able to get behind 1 here. Ricky's already got 2 kills. Can he make it 3? He will clean that up. Great round there out of Ricky. And he's having one hell of a start here to game 5.
Yeah, cleaning up that round so far. The teams on offense have won, mainly, though, in some pretty unorthodox ways. Yeah, that round was more of an A Street push, which we do normally see. Ricky picking up that kill there, checking his flank perfectly. And, you know, if I'm on OpTic Nation and I see Replays as the last one remaining, I'm just turning around and watching our backs because so far through this whole series, he has just been flanking left and right.
All right, and let's start off here with Clay. You know, he's struggling now, 0-3, and he's the one again.
And he almost naded himself
That would have been awesome. Let's catch that right in the brain. But he is going to be able to survive that big flank coming in. This is going to be what we're going to need to watch, is it is going to be coming across 3 players here. Going to be pushing 1 high, 1 low. Let's check the bomb real quick, though. That is going to be going down. He should have plenty of time to get that. And the key engage is going to be here with Cap, as he's going to be checking the flank. He's got 1 pushing now. Not able to win that gunfight. He's going to be 4-3 advantage right now.
Mbos winning that gunfight lets them begin to push out from that A Street. You can see multiple players from Denial inside middle fire. Attach now challenging this player in the back of the map. Mbos finds his 2nd kill of the round. You would like to see the players from OpTic Nation begin to defuse and bait out the final 2 players. Replays has now been spotted. The bomb not yet being defused. Killa now hopping on it. He's going to get challenged by Attach. 10 seconds remaining here for OpTic Nation to begin defusing. Replays still being a nuisance here. Mbos beginning to challenge. He picks up 1 kill, but Ricky able to take him out. Miracles defusing the bomb. OpTic Nation now up 3-1.
That got a little scary at first. You know, they stuck that first person on the plane. He does get picked off there from the lower doorway. But they had man advantage really throughout that. Able to take advantage. 3-1 lead right now. Great stuff there. Ricky, I think. I'm going to start off with Ricky just because he's currently on the 4 streak at 5-2.
Mbos got first blood. He then began to push towards AC vents, picking up the player who was on the top 3rd, which opened up the reason to plant. And then he also was the player who spotted that last one in Replays. Attach, trying to challenge from top 30. He's not able to get some shots down now, though. Able to pick up the kill on Mbos, but there is that trade yet again from OpTic Nation.
And they're going to have 3-2 advantage again. They might be able to take a 4-2 lead in this one as long as they play it smart. It's going to be Replays and JCap here having to make big plays. JCap going to be stuck by himself. I talked about his clutch ability, but they already know where he is. He's got to get out of here. He's tagged up. He's weak. They're going to be chasing him down, and they will get it. OpTic Nation starting to blow Denial off the map, leading 4-1 right now.
Very smart challenge from Killa. He knew the player was weak, and look at your scoreboard. 5-2 from Killa, 5-2 from Miracles, 5-2 from Ricky, and even Bones is 4-0. They're all playing the best they can, but on the other side of things, Clayster now 0-5.
And you would not expect that at all out of Clay, period.
No.
Especially, it's not like he came off a rough game 4. He came off a phenomenal game 4.
Yeah.
And, you'll sometimes see players, your fast sub players, they have a really good respawn game. They come out a little overzealous in S&D, but you don't really expect that out of Clay so much just because he doesn't play that fast. But right now, struggling. Clay going for the snipes, not able to hit it. Let's get up in the action here as, actually, see, we didn't get it.
Denial doing a great job of making a lot of noise on the A Street, which opens up the chance to plant it, but Killa checking the bomb just in time. He winds up taking out that player. So now the 4-3 advantage, make it a 4-2, now a 2v3 here in favor of OpTic Nation.
This is unbelievable, and they're both going to drop there. I feel like Denial, they haven't had it's not like they've been choking away rounds. They haven't had the advantage in anything but their one win. Not once. It's been, 4-3 advantage, 3-2 advantage, always advantage for Nation right now. Ricky on a 5 streak, Killa on a 4, Miracles on a 4. Those numbers look fake.
They do look fake here. 5-1 lead for OpTic Nation. If Clayster and the boys on Denial want to stay alive in this tournament, they have to win 5 straight rounds.
We've seen them do stuff like this before. We've seen them mount these crazy comebacks. You know, you have so much veteran leadership, so much experience on this team. Can they get it done? We're going to have eyes on with Killa, 1 round away from knocking out Denial, top 2 team in the world.
Killa spots replays flanking behind. They're not able to pick up that kill. Miracles gets the first blood on Clayster. He winds up falling attached, challenging from bottom soda. Killa picks up that kill, now on a 5 streak.
And there's the advantage again, 3 versus 2.
Numbers advantage. It's been every single round, I feel like, for OpTic Nation.
It really has been. We'll see.
Embo's picking up replays. J-Cap in a 1-on-3. He spots one player here. Ricky beginning to challenge. J-Cap having to play for his life. He continues to get shot in the back, somehow staying alive. He winds up falling. OpTic Nation. Killa the bald eagle soaring high above the Wolfpack. 6-1 win here for OpTic Nation in game number 5.
I just pictured an eagle like going down with its talons and grabbing a wolf and ripping it in half. I got a
That's vulgar.
That's like some Game of Thrones stuff.
Honestly.
But
I think it's
I picked Nation as my dark horse to start this tournament. How about it right now, dude? I didn't expect them to take this series, and now here they are. Going to be the second team to make it into a semifinal after taking this one. Incredible stuff.
Now you got to think. With OpTic Nation winning that, they guarantee themselves a top 4 placing. They're going to have to go up against Prophecy in their next matchup. You can see the boys on ON getting their controllers here hyped after that win. ON moving on, staying alive. Unfortunately, Denial falling there in that series. And Maven, you heard Clayster in that interview. We touched on it before. I think that's the first time in the last 4 LAN events where Denial will not be represented in the finals.
It seems like it's been like I can't think back to like Ghost. It's been so long that Denial's been in the finals going up against OpTic pretty much it seems every single time.
Yeah.
It's strange, right? To not have them participate in that. And like it's not like we can use the excuse, oh, they're overseas, the jet lag, they've been trying to adjust, they're tired. They've been here because of the event last week.
Yeah.
They've been here. Their sleeping schedules are good. They're ready to rock. What was it for you? Again, this is the thing I always like to talk about. Was it just Denial playing poorly, or was it Nation just I think it was Nation, man. I think it's the best I've ever seen Nation play.
You see the scoreboard right there. Killa, 8-2, a 4.0
8-2
KD.
in game 5, man.
Embo's had the weakest KD on the team, and he was 6-5, more than holding his own. Ricky, 6-2, made up for that 3-9 performance there in the second search and destroy.
They just destroyed them in game 5.
And then Miracle, 7-3. Honestly, Maven, that game 5 wasn't even close.
Yeah, that was absolutely incredible. You've heard enough from us. Let's throw it to Puckett. The analysis. Guys, what are your thoughts?
All right, thank you, Maven. What a series, boys. We are back here in the studio. Yeah, thank you, Killa. I love watching that, man, and I really enjoyed watching OpTic Nation today. Coming in, you called it 3-0 for Denial. You called it 3-0 for Denial. I honestly did not think OpTic Nation could do what they just did. I thought Denial would come in here, blow them away in the respawn, but that was not the case, and we saw it from the very beginning. Guys, big picture, though. What did you see going well for OpTic Nation, Marky B?
First map, like, perfect rotations, good teamwork, good trading, and I think that was the main thing that allowed them to win that map. Like, somehow they were outslayed, and it was such a close map in the end, but it seemed like they had better teamwork.
All right, and Mud Dog, kind of looking at the entire series, what was going wrong for Denial?
They were just beating themselves. They weren't doing anything. They weren't really doing anything right. They were making so many little stupid mistakes that it's very uncharacteristic of them. It really surprised me.
Is there any one player that was playing weak for Denial, or was it just kind of a failure as a squad?
The first map, I didn't think JCap made many smart plays, and then Clayster really made a very terrible play in the uplink. I'll get into later. And Clay also struggled in that last search. He started 0-5. But as a team, it's really just overall just bad plays.
Now, earlier in the tournament, we said OpTic Nation, this is a squad that is known for their S&D. We're a little bit nervous about their search and destroy. How did they play throughout this series, though, through the searches, Marky B? Were you surprised by them?
Well, I mean, the second S&D kind of went as I expected. Denial won it. But from what we've seen throughout the whole tournament, OpTic Nation haven't looked too good on S&D. But Game 5, I was expecting it to go that way again. Denial was expecting to clutch up. But OpTic Nation absolutely blown them out of the water in the Game 5, clutching up when it really matters.
Well, we said they needed to slay quite a bit throughout that series. OpTic Nation going toe-to-toe with Denial, and they come out on top. Let's send it down to the floor with Killa.
We're here with Killa from OpTic Nation. Killa, you've done what everyone thought wasn't going to happen, really. How do you feel?
I feel pretty good. We finally won an S&D. We made it look pretty slight. Still struggle for the most part. Our CTF needs to improve. Our uplink is just dominant, and I'm just really proud of my team and all this, so we can overcome such I don't know, we're just like between each other we fight a lot, so like everything's adversity with us, and that win yesterday that we got was more of like a team builder kind of thing, you know what I mean? So
do you think that losing yesterday has helped you today?
Nah, I want to say that like we're more of a team that like when we pull out those close wins, we gain confidence in each other, and that's what happened yesterday. So a team like Denial we match up well against, so we were pretty confident coming in the match, and we just went out there and tried our hardest.
Going up against Denial, obviously the world champions, they came second at ESWC last weekend. Was there part of you in the back of your mind thinking we can't beat them, or do you always go with a positive mentality?
See, me, I know they're like a really smart team, if not like the smartest team in the game. So like me, I like playing teams like that because I can actually predict what they're doing on the map. So individually, I always feel like I play well against teams like that. But they're an amazing team, and they just have really good teamwork. And Clay's a beast too, so their whole team's really good.
A quick question. You've been wearing a glove in the booth. I was just wondering what that was about.
So I have like tendonitis on my hand, and so it helps me like squeezes like my fingers together. So I could, instead of me like being able to play, like I'm playing through pain most of the time. So you know what I'm saying. So it reduces the pain and it helps me a little bit. So
you've got Prophecy next. How's that matchup in your eyes?
I don't want to sound cocky, but they're not the team Denial is. So I mean, we'll see.
Perfect. Okay, well, we're going to go back to Puckett on the analyst desk. They're going to take a look at that shock result there.
All right, thank you, Mike. Prophecy is not the team that Denial is. OpTic Nation flying high on confidence right now, and they should be after that huge win. Riot Search and Destroy sealed the deal in Game 5, but let's bring it all the way back to Game 1. You touched on the hard point. Who was the key player for OpTic Nation?
I think honestly all of them were. Like, they were all just playing as a perfect unit. There was no one that was really stepping up and going off. There was a few crucial kills at the end by Ricky on the very last hill, which kind of like solidified the win for them. But honestly, I'd say that it was just a good team effort.
Denial, expected to win this matchup, and yesterday we were writing down mostly highlights, Mud Dog, but today you were writing some negative thoughts about him. What was going wrong for Denial in that HP?
Yeah, they just didn't have too much hill pressure. They had 8 caps by Clay, 12 by Attach, but you had JCap with 0, and Replays only had like 2 captures. The other thing, they just weren't winning gunfights in the hill. Replays had all 5 defends for Denial. If you only have 5 defends in hardpoint, you're probably not going to win the match.
Yeah, JCap, I mean, he went 30 and 31, but like you said, it was basically 0 caps throughout majority of that game. It wasn't until the final minute that he was able to really hop in there. It just seemed that there was constant pressure from that OpTic Nation squad, and I think Killa nailed it yesterday. They built confidence in each other. Really, it's showing through today. I think that first hard point was a little bit of a shocker, but going into Search and Destroy, I didn't know what to think. Denial was able to bounce back. Talk me through it, Mud Dog.
On that, Denial really just did a great job of controlling that pit, as I talked about in the Prophecy match that they weren't doing. They put a lot of pressure on that B bomb site, and had some nice clutches too.
And then we went over to game number 3. Of course, that was some uplink action. Denial looking really strong, especially on this map. Biolab yesterday playing uplink. Marky B, what happened this time around going up against OpTic Nation?
So Denial started off really strong. I think Clayster started off 8-1 at the start, and they were relaying 2s. They literally looked so dominant towards the start, and I was expecting it to be the case throughout the entire map. And then it sort of started to slow down. The pace of the game started changing, and then you see OpTic sort of started about a comeback. Miracles was obviously picking up a lot of kills. He started stepping up to a whole new level, and he was the main factor that brought them back into the game and allowed them to win at the end of the day.
You see that score there, tied things up at 5-5, and Embos rotates all the way back. They still have presence inside the Denial base, and here is an example of the throws they have practiced time and time again. In the last match, we were talking about how pros were missing the easy tosses. OpTic Nation taking a great advantage of their opportunities today, Mud Dog.
Yeah, and you could tell every single player on OpTic Nation had an uplink. 2 players had 2, 2 had 1. But on the other side, over at Denial, Replays had 5 of the 6 uplinks for them. So I think OpTic was just working better as a team,
right?
And everyone was able to score. Whereas with Denial, you know, as soon as Clay picks up the ball, he's trying to pass it and get rid of it. And sometimes it's better to just hold on to the ball.
And I think that was the worry for a lot of people coming into this one. You look at Denial, you have 1 objective player, 3 clear Slayers. You look over at the OpTic Nation squad, and you look at the previous teams that these guys have been on. Embos has been an OBJ player. Ricky at times has been an OBJ player. And Kill It definitely kind of showed that, especially in uplink, if you're able to get the key kills and you have those 3 OBJs, you're going to get the job done. Props to the entire squad there. CTF, though, I thought this was going to be the beginning of the end for OpTic Nation. Talk me through Denial's performance here on Retreat.
You know, Denial started off really hot. Clay got a 5-0 start. They had a cap on bad side 2 minutes in. And one of the things that we always talk about, that mental toughness. At the end of that uplink, Clay made one of the worst plays I've ever seen him make. He could have easily tied the game with a simple throw and didn't. And then he bounced back, however, in this CTF, 34-17. Really mentally tough play by him there.
34-17. Double positive. Not a bad game from Clay. Going into that final search, guys, we all called it here in the studio. We're like, all right, let's see Denial here on Riot long-range gun battles. You got some really strong ARs. Attached, known for his strength, playing kind of in the short-range quarters with the SMG. What went wrong for Denial, or what was going right for OpTic Nation?
I think if you looked at it, like, OpTic Nation were just getting so many first bloods and just trading it efficiently. They were playing really aggressive as well. They were like, not hesitating at all. I think when we played them on Friday, they played it really slow. And I think they maybe adjusted from that slightly, and they started playing really aggressive, especially on attack. They were just pushing straight into Denial's base. And it was as if they were just playing with more confidence and more belief in their own teammates, and they were trading correctly, and that's what won the most of the rounds.
When I was looking out for it, it looked like Denial was a little overconfident with some of the planning situations. They felt like they had the site clear, and then all of a sudden your bomb planner gets taken down.
You know, OpTic was just really controlling the whole map, the whole series. It was really a lot of pressure on that top 3, and they really weren't allowing Denial to plant the bombs there.
A lot of questions surrounding this OpTic Nation squad, really struggling in the NA Pro League, but here today, they were the stronger team. Killa putting up a ridiculous 8-2 going into the final round, and you were able to see him get the bomb down and finish strong. JCap unable to shoot. Ricky, there's kind of some sloppy shots, and that's when I knew it was all over. When JCap is not hitting those pure shots like he was at World Champs, it is done. The celebration from Killa as OpTic Nation advances to our Final Four here at the Spring Masters. We've had 2 incredible matchups, but we still have 2 more to go, guys. After this commercial break, we're going to be kicking things off with the Battle of the Blue. Envy taking on TCM.
Wait, you're not on it? I'm on it.
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 Where are you at?